The first thing he noticed was the sound. A soft, rhythmic hum that seemed to echo inside his skull. It wasn't mechanical, not exactly. It was organic, like the faint thrumming of a giant heartbeat somewhere far away. The second thing was the light, a pale bluish glow that bathed the room, neither warm nor cold, just different. His eyes fluttered open, and he gasped because the ceiling above him wasn't a ceiling at all. It curved gently, made of some translucent material, through which streams of pale light danced like liquid rivers in the sky. He tried to move, but his limbs felt heavy, uncooperative, as though they'd been asleep much longer than the rest of him. A shadow passed into his vision, tall and thin, with limbs too elongated and movements too graceful to be human. The figure leaned close, and he felt his breath catch in his throat. The being's eyes were huge, not black as the movies often depicted, but shimmering pools of violet, filled with depth and worry. Its mouth was a narrow line that quivered slightly before it spoke. "Careful, human," the alien said in a voice that was neither male nor female, a soft echo that seemed to resonate inside his bones. "You've been in a coma for over 20 years. The words hit him harder than any physical blow could have. What? His throat was raw, his voice cracked. 20 years. The alien inclined its head slowly. "Yes. Your body has been sustained. We have monitored your neural functions. But you must not strain yourself. The transition is dangerous." He tried to sit up anyway, panic flooding through him. His chest tightened. He collapsed back against the strange, cushioned surface beneath him, breathing hard. The alien, his supervisor, as it called itself, extended a hand with 6 delicate fingers and touched a panel beside the bed. A warmth spread through his chest, easing his frantic heartbeat, calming his muscles. "There," the alien murmured. "Better. Do not resist recovery." The awakening. His name came back to him slowly. Ethan Cross. He had been what? A scientist? An engineer? No, a test pilot. Yes, that was it. He had volunteered for a deep space mission, something experimental, something ambitious. The details were hazy, fragmented, like shattered glass in his memory. "Where am I?" he asked after a long silence. The alien supervisor's eyes blinked once, a strange, rippling motion. "You are aboard Sanctuary Vessel 12. We intercepted your craft adrift near the edge of our colony sphere. You were unconscious, systems failing. To preserve you, we placed you in recovery stasis." He let that sink in. His ship, his mission lost. The world he had known gone. 20 years. Maybe more, if this alien sense of time matched his own. "My family," his voice broke. "My world, Earth." The alien's gaze lowered. "We do not know what became of your people. Communication was not possible. We only ensured your survival." The words were meant to comfort, but they cut deep. "Why?" he whispered. "Why save me?" The alien's violet eyes lifted again, filled with an emotion he couldn't quite name. "Because you are alive. That is enough." Adjustments. Days, or what he thought were days, passed as Ethan learned to walk again. The gravity aboard the vessel was slightly weaker than Earth's, but his muscles were still weak from decades of disuse. The alien supervisor remained at his side constantly, monitoring his progress, speaking to him in that calm, resonant voice. Ethan began to call it Kale, since it never gave him a name he could pronounce. Kale did not object. The more time he spent with Kale, the more he realized how different, yet oddly familiar, the alien was. Kale worried. It adjusted his environment constantly to make him more comfortable. It asked questions about his species, his past, his emotions. Ethan began to suspect that Kale wasn't just his caretaker, it was studying him, trying to understand him. One day, as they walked the glowing corridors of the sanctuary vessel, Ethan asked, "Why do you care so much?" "I'm just one human. You could have let me drift." Kale tilted its head. "Because in caring for one, we learn how to care for many. Your kind is unlike any we have encountered. You dream even when broken. You hope even when time steals everything from you. That is precious." Ethan laughed bitterly. "Hope? I've been asleep for 20 years. Everyone I knew is probably dead. Kale's gaze softened. Yet you still walk. That is hope. The revelation. Ethan's strength returned. With it came his memories, fragmented at first, then clearer. The mission. He had been chosen for an experimental faster-than-light jump. Humanity's first attempt to reach beyond their solar system. Something had gone wrong. A malfunction. A collapse. He remembered alarms, light, then nothing. When he told Kale, the alien was silent for a long time. Your species attempted what few dare, Kale finally said. You reached for the infinite. Such risks often end in loss. But sometimes, it touched Ethan's chest gently. Sometimes they bring unexpected life. Ethan frowned. What do you mean? Kale hesitated. There is something you must see. It led him to a chamber Ethan had never entered before. The walls shimmered with light, displaying vast star maps, alien symbols, shifting constellations. At the center of the room floated a translucent sphere. Inside, suspended in liquid, were shapes small, fragile, unmistakably human. Ethan staggered forward. What is this? Preservation, Kale said softly. Your vessel carried genetic archives. We salvaged them. We nurtured them. These are your kind, waiting to be born. His heart slammed in his chest. Clones? Not clones. Children. Seeds of your people. We could not let them perish. Ethan stared, 100 emotions crashing over him. Shock, gratitude, fear, awe. His mission had failed, but somehow humanity had survived, at least in this alien vessel. The conflict. Not all of Kale's kind agreed. Ethan learned this the hard way when a new alien arrived, a taller, sterner figure whose eyes were a deep, unyielding crimson. It regarded Ethan with cold disdain. This experiment has gone on long enough, it declared. The human is a liability. His kind is primitive, reckless. They should not be reborn. Kale stood protectively between Ethan and the newcomer. He is alive. His people deserve a chance. The crimson-eyed alien hissed. Our resources are not infinite. Why waste them on a dying species? Ethan's hands clenched. For the first time since waking, anger surged through him. We're not dying, he snapped. We built ships. We reached the stars. I'm proof we don't give up. The alien sneered. You are proof of failure. 20 years in a coma, rescued by chance. Without us, you would be dust. Ethan stepped forward despite Kale's warning hand. Maybe. But with your help, we can be more. That's what life's about, falling, failing, getting back up. You don't get to decide whether my people deserve to exist. The chamber went silent. The crimson-eyed alien glared for a long time, then turned sharply and left, its disdain echoing in the air. Kale looked at Ethan with something that almost resembled pride. You speak as though you carry the voice of all your people. Ethan swallowed hard. Maybe I do. Maybe I have to. The choice. Weeks passed. Tension grew among the aliens. Some agreed with Kale, protect the human, preserve his people. Others sided with the crimson-eyed overseer, terminate the experiment, erase the risk. Finally, the decision fell to Ethan. Kale brought him to the chamber once.